Welcome back to this channel. Today we're going to be talking about brake lights, a highly requested feature that a lot of people would like to see added to ERLC. And well, I may have some good news. So first of all, I do want to say I have heard this from external sources, so it's not me who heard this personally. However, I do trust them. So let me get on with this. Also, by the way, I am in my roleplay server at the moment, so I do have to keep an eye out for other cars on the road. And why am I driving this car exactly? Not entirely sure, just decided to pick it out. And not the best car whatsoever to drive in these sort of conditions. At the moment, if you brake inside of Liberty County, you can see there are no lights that come up. And essentially, there are no brake lights in the game at the moment. Which is unfortunate, because I think it would be a pretty cool feature. Now, here is what I have to tell you. 2 days ago, in the PRC Discord Lounge VC, Sean YG, who's the senior developer and scripter for ERLC, and quite a few other people were just chatting in the lounge while the mods approved deliveries. And essentially someone brought up the question of, are you going to be adding brake lights? Because brake lights are currently not in the game. And Sean did give an answer, and the answer was essentially that the vehicle models that they had in game from 2020 to maybe 2021, even early 2022, they were not able to add brake lights due to the way they were modeled. So essentially, they weren't able to add brake lights or anything like that because they just couldn't add it to the car. It wasn't possible due to the way the cars were made. I don't know specifics about that, but that is the answer that Sean supposedly gave. However, he then did say that it could be a possibility in the future. However, then Sean did start to talk about possibly adding brake lights in the future, but then someone interrupted him. So that is all we know, unfortunately, at this moment. So essentially, before, brake lights could not be added because for some reason whatsoever, how the old cars were modeled or made, they couldn't implement brake lights in. And now, with newer vehicles in the game, pretty much every vehicle in the game has been revamped from the original model. It isn't out of the realms of possibility that brake lights could be added in the future. Essentially, it's just a matter of when, because it's a pretty big task. I'd say maybe there are over 75 vehicles inside of ERLC, possibly more, possibly less. As far as I'm aware, it would be a pretty big task adding brake lights to them all. So I think it could be a possibility, it just may take a bit of time. So I think that may be one of the first updates we see going into 2023, which could be pretty exciting. Now take this with a pinch of salt, or however that expression goes. Sean may have not been hinting towards a future update, he may have just been talking about brake lights in general. Just got called about a deal, but they didn't exactly say what the deal was for. Slightly strange. Anyways, it is something I do believe that the developers have on their mind and do plan on adding in 2023, but I guess we'll just have to see when, because it is a pretty big task. Anyways, around 8 days I think until Christmas now, so very exciting. We should hopefully have some more updates over the Christmas/winter break. In the comments below, leave me any suggestions or videos you'd like to see on this channel, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.